Mother used to hit me. Tough love was her game. She said she never wanted a child to raise. It seemed my words were silent, more silent than the birds. She said children should be seen and not heard. But I won't blame her, and I don't hate her, nah, for the pain that she gave to me now. 'Cause she's her mother's daughter, yeah. Her mother was a little crazy in the brain. Manipulation was day to day, and the floor was stained red from beating her head against the wall, against the wall, against the wall. So I won't blame her, and I don't hate her, nah, for the pain that she gave to me now. 'Cause she's her mother's daughter.
Little Green, thank you very much for coming to the show. That performance right there, like it shows some serious talent. I'm genuinely impressed, and thank you for gracing me with that performance.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So your name is Amy. Your stage name's Little Green.
Yep.
And I want to know everything we can about you in the next however long we've got. So let's start it off.
All right.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, yeah, my name's Amy. I make music. Yeah, Little Green is my project, my baby, I guess. My way of expressing. And yeah.
What's the story behind?
That's a broad question.
It is a very broad question.
Who am I? I'm having an existential crisis right now.
I want a philosophical report, in fact. Who are you as a person? No.
Yeah.
What's the story behind your name, Little Green?
So it comes from a Joni Mitchell song, which is from the album Blue. That album kind of formed the soundtrack to my childhood. And that, as well as the topic of the song, kind of made me choose the name because to me it symbolizes the inner child, and that's something I want to express and access through music. Because I think it's really silly that we grow up and get all jaded and forget what it's like to see the world for the first time.
Mm-hmm. So that's how you'd like to describe yourself, like inner child sort of thing. You get to never. Have you grown out of that? Do you feel like that, or no?
I mean, look at my hairstyle. Yeah, kind of like Peter Pan.
Yeah, okay. Never get old.
Yeah.
Go to Neverland. If that's a thing, would you go there?
Yes.
100%. Yeah, fair enough. Well, what's the story? Is that the Joni Mitchell, was that the reason you got into music, or is there another thing that pushed you into it?
Probably my parents. I think I was destined or doomed for this career, depending on how you see it. But
how do you see it? Is it doomed? No, it's destined. It's definitely destined.
Yeah, my parents were musicians, and so I grew up kind of with that lifestyle of them going to gigs, and they would teach me songs all the time. And I remember like them teaching me how to do harmonies one time, and like we'd have like car jams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Classic, like my family is a musical story, but yeah, that's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah, just by exposure, right? That's awesome. That's really cool. It's nice. Do your parents do all the same sort of stuff you do? Or do you have very different styles?
Yeah, I guess my dad's a bass player, and my mom used to do kind of acoustic guitar singing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like singer. I guess I tried to take what they showed me and also just add everything I could learn and do into it as well.
Yeah.
But
And
stylistically, I'm very influenced by both of them. Yeah.
Fair enough. Who would you think your main influences from, like popularized people? Who do you think your main influences are?
Well, I split it into two categories. There's like the music I grew up with, like Joni Mitchell, John Mayer, bit of jazz, Michael Jackson.
Fair enough.
Ella Fitzgerald, James Taylor, all those people. There's more I'm forgetting, but whatever.
Yeah.
And like current, what I like now and listen to, and I think like as a producer, Phineas is probably one of my idols. Tash Sultana, that's a big one. People told me that I looked like her, and so then I went on this big deep dive into her music. I was like, whoa. And
this person's like me, oh my God.
Yeah, she's like really cool. Maggie Rogers.
So it's quite a long list, right? There's so many. That's cool.
And Vera Blue, yeah.
Vera Blue, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. And you've taken all those sorts of bits and pieces from your parents and then them, and then formed it into make the special thing that you do.
Yeah, well, I think that like nothing I make is mine. It's all an accumulation of everyone else around me. And I think that's the beauty of art and music. It's like this cycle of passing down and like recreating. It's like, I don't know. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's a very cool view. That's it. I'm sure other people share that as well. Yeah, that's sick. And it's just a recalibration and redoing in your own way.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
awesome.
Consuming and regurgitating.
Yeah.
That's a gross way of putting it, but yeah.
It's just the beautiful cycle of music, right? Like the cycle of life.
Yes.
That's cool. All right, so we'll talk more about you. What is your musical achievements? What have you done?
Musical achievements.
Or you can.
I think like I try not to really think about the achievements, but like the little goals I have, like making a mini beat a week is something I've been doing to improve my production and like dissecting songs and learning from them and copying them, and then also like writing original stuff every week. I think, I guess something I'm proud of at the moment that I've achieved is finishing a new product that's not released yet, but I've been working on it for a while and I'm like proud of it, and I think that's been a goal for a while, to make something I'm proud of, and
That's
not
happening.
like so I like those kind of achievements. When people send me messages and say that my music helped them in any way, that's an achievement. That's
a big thing, right? Like people who appreciate what you do and then are willing to express that to you. It's awesome, and it makes because again, a lot of people will go into music for like, I just want to go and make music because I like it. But it's that next level where we get people's interactions and how they feel about it, and it's actually genuinely helping people, right?
Yeah,
it feels good, doesn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
it's almost selfish actually, because it feels that good.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's like, oh, I really want to keep helping people.
Yeah,
that's a good way to be selfish, though. I will say. Yeah, that's awesome. So you're a busker as well, right? Like you do that occasionally, or
I used to a lot.
Yeah.
That was fun because it's like instant feedback. It's like if people stay, it's like, okay, good, I'm good. And then when they leave, it's like, okay, got to work on that song.
Is that how you started out? Like busking, or would you?
Open mics and busking, definitely. That's how I built up my performing confidence. Like thinking back to my first open mic is hilarious. Just like, I guess, I just hadn't developed the skills yet. I was so shaky and nervous, and it was such a big deal.
Yeah.
And but it's nice looking back to that. And I would totally still busk, but I don't know, with the world at the moment.
Yeah, COVID got everyone down. Yeah, so it's hard.
Yeah. Online busking, is that a thing?
It is. It is. People will do a performance on like a live stream, similar to something like this, and then they'll have an account that they can, like a PayPal or something like that, you can donate to if you wanted to. But really, it's just hey, you want to listen to my music? Let's go for it.
Cool.
So that's an idea. You could definitely do that.
Planted a seed.
Yes. Go from there. Okay, so I want to hear. We're going to hear more about your music. More of your music, I should say. What's this next song you're going to play?
This next song is called Zoopdoop.
Zoopdoop.
It's an old one of mine that I wrote a while ago. After I bought a really expensive water bottle from this Mind Body Spirit Festival.
Really?
And so I'll tell the short story. I basically it's a really cool water bottle. And I felt like a bit bad about spending that much money. So I thought I'd write this song and one day make the money back with royalties.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you done that? Is that mission accomplished? The water bottle was worth it, right?
I mean, if you count, because APRA does this thing where you get performance royalties. So technically, yes.
Yeah.
But every time I perform the song, I get like
that bottle is worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, it's here with us.
That's convenient.
Look at it. There it is.
Yeah, this is the brand is Vesica. It's this guy that like hand makes these leather cases, and it's got a tree of life on the thing here, and
there's your inspiration.
Yeah, it's really good for the environment too, because it's like not plastic and like healthier for you, drinking out of metal. So yeah, I'm not sponsored.
But wish we were. Fair enough. Well, let's hear Zoopdoop.
Yeah, cool.
Baby, I spotted you from far away. Yeah, I thought maybe we could start a journey from today, filled with adventures, with you around my waist. A green leather binding over your rustic stainless steel with a wooden cap I sip from you. Not before I lick my lips with you beside my hip, 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 hip. I love you even though I can't afford afford you. Trust me, I could never stop adoring you, even if I tried to. 'Cause when you come close to my mouth, you make me go zip, do, 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 but I got it, do, do. Someday we will reminisce together, yeah, about all the memories we shared, like all we cared about, what a mighty pair we were, what we were, and all the crazy places we went, with the trees off around us. Green leather binding over your rustic stainless steel, with a wooden cap I sip from you. Not before I lick my lips, with you beside my hip, bip, 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 bip. I love you even though I can't afford you. Trust me, I could never stop adoring you, even if I tried to. 'Cause when you come close to my mouth, you make me go zip, do, 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 but I got it, do, do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Green leather binding over your rustic stainless steel, with a wooden cap I sip from you. Not before I lick my lips, you beside my hip, bip, 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 bip. I love you even though I can't afford you. Trust me, I could never stop adoring you, even if I tried to. 'Cause when you come close to my mouth, you make me go zip, do, 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 but I got it, do, do. 'Cause when you come close to my mouth, you make me go zip, do, 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 but I got it, do, do. 'Cause when you come close to my mouth, you make me go zip, do, 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 do.
Amy, wow, you are a ridiculously good performer. Like then that's just your guitar in that song, right? And then, but we're gonna hear a little bit of your flute as well. And how long does it take to learn all these instruments?
I started flute when I was 7, so
Yeah,
how old am I now? I'm 20, so a few years, yeah.
a few years.
Like flute is probably the one I'm most confident on, and
Yep.
the others I
And saxophone.
picked up saxophone was a bit later, but it's quite similar to the flute
Yeah.
with the fingers and stuff.
That's awesome. You're really good at performing, and I feel like I get a little bit of like a sassy vibe when you get into the moment, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's new. I never used to be like that, but I feel like I'm growing into myself now.
Yeah.
I just don't really care as much.
You just
move
performing,
with
getting
it.
into the groove. That's
Yeah.
that's wicked. I really like it. It's good. Keep it up. I thought it added a nice touch.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna get to know a little bit more about you and get into the nitty gritty stuff. So, starting with a deep question. Well, maybe. What is your dream goal for your musical career?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember doing like vision boards when I first started this little green project, and my overall umbrella is to share a childlike appreciation of the world around me, kind of like how I said before.
Yeah.
And just, I guess, uplift and share stories. Like, yeah. So that's my vision, purpose, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
My
You got
why.
a mission statement as well. Like it's like a business thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
totally. But like a little goal I have that's just completely self-indulgent is I really want my music to be in films and movies, because
Like a cinematic role, or like a theme sort of thing, or
both.
Yep.
Sometimes I think, imagine if you'd written the Friends theme song. Like
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
That's-
but also,
yeah.
like cinematic, because I think I like how visual and audio interact, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does create a scene, right? Like you can have a movie would not be the same without the soundtrack as much as that song would not be the same without its
Exactly.
counterpart, right?
Yeah. Actually, I just finished my screen music unit at uni, and yeah, we've been going deep into how much the music impacts the film.
Yeah.
Which I did not realize, but yeah,
That's
it's like it's telling you how to feel. And you don't know it. It's like subliminal.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a trance, right? You're listening into the like, oh wow. Again, you could definitely do that, especially with your first song that I was listening to. Like you get the different instruments involved, and then your voice is very. I honestly don't know how to describe it. It does send you into a bit of a trance. So go straight down that path. You'll be very suited for it.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's right. Okay. Now, talking about stuff that you've already done, what is the funniest or weirdest thing that's happened to you during performance?
Okay. Well, I always tell this story. There was this time I was doing a cover gig to basically no one, but there were these two guys. I think they were a bit drunk. And I played the song that I'm going to play next. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, do you mind if I play the spoons? And I was like, sure. Started like jamming these spoons. And he was really good at it.
Oh, really?
And got like super into it. And then the spoon broke because obviously he was playing pretty well.
Getting right into it, yeah.
Yeah, so then he went and got forks and kept going. And there's like, I have a video of it. It's like, I reckon it actually added heaps. I should have got him to come along today.
Oh, yeah. That one drunk guy that one time.
Yeah. That was fun because, like, it was a bit, sometimes it's a bit, playing to kind of no one, but he, like, totally just made that night. And I was like, I'm so happy I'm here right now.
Yeah. That's so cool. That's really cool. That's so unique as well. Especially seeing if he's actually good at it. That's wicked. That's wicked.
It was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Have you implemented that into your songs now? You should. Start learning the spoons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
That's the next plan. Yeah.
Oh, you could be my
I'll do it. I'll do the spoons. Fantastic. That's actually my passion. Playing the spoons. No, I'm sorry.
Cool.
Okay. What does music mean to you?
A lot of things. I think it's a way of expressing, storytelling. But I think I've been contemplating heaps lately, and I think nostalgia would be the word to summarize music to me.
Yeah. Because it's a direct reference to your childhood, right?
Yeah. And I think music it kind of represents memories, and it's also something that, like, if I make something I like, it normally feels nostalgic in a weird way. It's like I've been here before, and it's like I'm trapped in between this feeling of like loving the moment I'm in and longing for the moment that has just passed. It's like instant. It's like, oh, this is so awesome, but I already miss it because it's like passing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think there's a lot to say about nostalgia, but music means nostalgia, I guess, to summarize that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's an awesome feeling to get that feeling. And is it with everything that you do and write, or do you get it with like some songs, or do you feel it with most of them?
I guess it's like it's a moment in time. Like when I'm writing music, it is a moment in time. So everything, and even
that's
listening.
That's a brilliant answer. I like it.
Yeah,
that's so good.
And like you get into songs in different times of your life, and you're like, "Wow, that song takes me back to that time," and it's cool. I think I'm really glad that music exists. I don't know what we would do without it.
That's right. Without your soft voice to put us in a trance. Okay, we're gonna get to hear one last song from you. Now, this one is the one that our Spoons friend played, but unfortunately without the spoons. I'm sure you do it just as well. What's this song?
It's a bit of a wild card. It's an Aussie classic called TNT.
We're meant to 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, I'm gonna win this fight. I'm TNT, I'm a power load. TNT, watch me explode. Watch me explode. Yeah, I'm dirty, meaning I'm mighty unclean. I'm a wanted man. Public enemy number one. Understand? So lock up your daughter and lock up your wife. Lock up your back door and run for your life. The man is back in town. Don't you mess around. 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, I'm gonna win this fight. I'm TNT, I'm a power load. TNT, watch me explode. Watch me explode. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, that it really is an Aussie classic, and you've done it well. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Yeah. When did the spoons come into it? I have to ask.
I think he was just playing all the way through.
The whole way through?
Yeah. I think when the beat comes in, it's like,
Yeah.
it's good because there's like the kick and then he was just doing like all the in-between rhythms with his, yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was random.
You're an amazing performer. Your flute, your saxophone. Do you have everything else down pat as well? Could you get any instrument?
I have this thing where if I can't do it, I just have to keep doing it until I can do it. So there's definitely things I can't do, but I'm working on them.
I don't believe it. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming to the show. For those that like me, really enjoy your music, how can they find you on your social media?
Just Little Green. I think my Instagram is littlegreen_. But if you just search Little Green, my profile is like a fairy, and so
Nice.
you should find it. I'm doing these little 1-minute videos every week. So if you follow on Instagram, you'll be able to see that.
That's awesome.
But everywhere, YouTube, Spotify,
Little Green.
all that. Yeah, Little Green.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. Thank you very much for coming to the show, and I hope to hear you as the soundtrack to the next biggest film in the future.
I would love that. Thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome.
Like what you guys are doing is really cool and just totally for free as well, just because you guys are obviously passionate about this. So it's really nice for artists having an opportunity like this. So thank you.
You're very welcome.